Okay, this is the Unit 7 summative review number 2. And let's go ahead and get started. Let's read the instructions here. It says add or subtract the following polynomials. So remember, when you're adding and subtracting, don't add or subtract the exponents. Okay, you are only going to combine like terms. Okay, so if I look at number 1 here, I've got 12x squared, and I've got positive x squared. So there's technically an imaginary 1 in front of that, so I can add those together to give me 13x squared. And then I have a negative 8x and a positive 11x, so if I add those together, I get a positive 3x. And I cannot combine those together because x does not have a power 2, it just has a power of 1. Looking at number 2, we are adding these two things together. Okay, so I'm taking 2x plus negative 9x, which would give me negative 7x. And then I'm taking negative 5 plus negative 7 to give me negative 12. Number 3, we are subtracting these two things. So I would take 3x minus 9x, which gives me negative 6x. Then I would take negative 2 minus negative 4 to give me a positive 2. Okay, negative 2 minus a negative 4, that would be like adding, so I would get positive 2 there. Okay, I could also do the same problem a different way. I could write it out as 3x minus 2 and then distribute that negative 1. So negative 1 times 9x gives me minus 9x. Negative 1 times negative 4 gives me positive 4. So then I could go ahead, add my like terms to give my negative 6x, or negative 2 plus 4 would give me that plus 2. So either way works. Number 4, if we read it, it says a biologist studied the populations of redbirds and blue jays over a 10-year period. The biologist modeled the populations in thousands with the following polynomials. What polynomial models the difference between the number of redbirds and blue jays? So difference would mean to subtract. Okay, so we're using the operation of subtraction, and we're taking away the redbirds from the blue jays. So let's rewrite our problem here, because my blue jays are the 10x squared plus 10x minus 11, and I am subtracting my redbirds, which is 5x squared plus 16x minus 15. Okay, and we got to subtract each one of these. So I'm going to take 10x squared minus 5x squared, which will give me positive 5x squared. Now I'm going to take 10x minus 16x, which gives me a minus 6x. And lastly, we've got negative 11 minus a negative 15. So really, I'm adding these two things together to give me a positive 4. So this right here would be your final answer.